Hello and welcome to the Real Show YouTube channel. I don't have to do any sort of fancy intro for this, so I'll just jump into a little explanation of what we're going to do. We're going to play a game, a segment that we sometimes do in the Real Show that people might be familiar with. Corey's also here. Say hello, Corey.
Hello.
Hello. What are we doing today, Corey? Could you tell the listeners, tell the viewers, tell the people?
Yeah, well, we're playing an episode of Good Film, Bad Review, which we played on a radio show before. Essentially, Murray reads out a review. Normally, he reads reviews about half a star, 1 star, that kind of thing. Today's theme is Marvel.
Yes,
Reads them out.
yes.
He reads the review, I get 3 options, and I have to try and decipher which film the bad review is for.
Yes, yeah, it's fairly self-explanatory. Normally, Marvel films are good films,
Yeah.
So I've got a bad review for them. Someone who didn't like it, someone who hated it. I read out that review, and then Corey's got 3 options. He's got to guess which film the review belongs to.
Let's head into it.
Yeah, let's see what we can do, and let's jump into it. Are you ready for your first review?
I'm as ready as ever.
Okay, so I'll just read this verbatim. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
There is nothing redeemable about this movie. The Hulk is terrible. Iron Man is annoying. The antagonist weighs 130 pounds. Who wrote this? Why does the hammer look so light? Why can't superhero movies have good fight scenes? What else are you even doing? What is even happening at the end? Did you take that in?
Yeah.
Right. Is this a review of A, Avengers Assemble, B, Avengers Age of Ultron, or C, Avengers Infinity War?
Right, okay. I'm going to straight away eliminate Infinity War.
Right, okay, and why is that?
There's no way Thanos weighs 130 pounds.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm going to get rid of that. Hammer looks light. I mean, he had 2 hammers in that. No, Infinity War's got 1. It's the second one where he gets his axe thing.
Yeah.
Hulk. I mean, he's in it. He doesn't do much because he can't.
The Hulk
transform.
is terrible. It could be argued that the Hulk is terrible in Infinity War
because he can't transform in Infinity War. That's the whole thing. He can't do it.
No.
150. Okay, well, Age of Ultron is a robot.
Yeah.
It's Ultron. That is the bad guy. It is Ultron.
Yeah.
However, because he's a robot, he's made out of metal.
Yes, he should be heavy. He might be 130 pounds. I don't know.
I don't think I'm 130 pounds.
Right. Okay.
So I'm trying to think who would be as light as I am. Now, Avengers Assemble.
It's also called The Avengers for people who don't. There's a film in the UK that's called The Avengers. It was based off the 1970s TV show. Because of the clash of title, this film was called Avengers Assemble in the UK. But in the US and everywhere else, it was just called The Avengers.
Yeah, my issue is with the Avengers film, the first one, is a couple things. One, I don't quite remember who the villain is, which is great.
Right? Is he or she 130 pounds perhaps? Or maybe the reason I wrote I was about to say the reason I wrote this review. This review isn't from me.
Yeah.
The reason I selected this review is they seem like they're so confused. It's half a star. They just seem like why does the hammer look so light? Why can't superhero movies have good fight scenes? What else are you even doing? Like, who are they putting these questions to?
First one is it's not Grayskull, is it? That's Captain America.
Grayskull.
Not Grayskull. That's
you mean
He-Man.
Red Skull? You said Castle Grayskull from He-Man.
Yeah.
Red Skull is
Red Skull. Red Skull is Captain America.
Yeah, exactly.
Who else is? It's not Loki. I don't think he's a villain in Avengers. I know he's a villain in 4, the first one. Other issue is with the first one is Hulk looks bad, but I haven't seen the first one in ages. But that's where they all meet and stuff. So I don't know if it's established enough as the Avengers for it to be. You know what? Okay, now I'll go the first one because maybe back then production design wasn't as good and the hammer didn't look as good. And also, if it is Red Skull, he's lighter than Ultron and lighter than Thanos.
Right, you're gonna go for Avengers Assemble A.
I'll go Avengers Assemble, please.
Okay, and good start because you're right. You're correct.
Who is the villain in Avengers Assemble?
The villain is Loki.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
In Avengers Assemble, yes, the villain is Loki. He comes through the Tesseract, sent by Thanos to take over Earth. So
right, got you. Okay, £130, fair enough. Yeah, I can see that.
And it's 2012, so you're right probably about the hammer effect and the way the Hulk looks or whatever.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, good start.
Generally, Avengers Assemble, pretty good film to kick off the MCU and that first phase. So,
Yeah. True.
right, here we go for the second review.
Okay.
I have to get myself ready for this. Are you ready?
Mhm.
This was so dumb. The
Okay.
orange people are overpowered. The story is all over the place, and it seems like they couldn't decide what kind of movie they wanted to make. The storyline with the bad guy switch was dumb. This movie insults my intelligence. Half a star. Half a star. Right. Is this a review for A. Iron Man, B. Iron Man 2, or C. Iron Man 3?
Again, you're doing the Shrek thing. I knew this would come up.
Yes, I've done it twice now already.
It would have helped if I have either one, seen all of the Iron Man films, and two, seen it more recently.
Right, okay. Do you think
Of,
it's going to have to be a guess? Going to have to be a shot in the dark?
I think it's going to have to be a Shomodai, yeah. Bad guy switch doesn't help. I can't even name.
There's a lot of bad guy switches in Marvel movies.
Yeah, I can't name any of the villains in Iron Man. I know one of them is a guy with like electric whips. Don't know
That's
what.
Whiplash. He's in Iron Man 2.
And it's like I know he's a thing. I know one of them.
Mickey Rourke.
One of them either steals the Mark 1 suit or makes his own Iron Man suit. Something
That's
along
in
those
Iron Man.
lines.
That's in the first Iron Man, I think. That's Warmonger.
Yeah.
He's played by Jeff Bridges.
It's about as much as I know about Iron Man. Okay, which one's the one that everyone hated? That's the third one, I think.
Right.
Well, not hated, but didn't like out of all of them.
It insults this man's intelligence.
I'll take Iron Man 3, please.
Right, okay. Iron Man 3 for 500. Are you ready? And you're off to a flying start because you're correct again.
Right, have you seen Iron Man 3?
I have, yeah.
What's the orange people?
The orange people. What were you thinking? Like Oompa Loompas?
I don't know.
You didn't even mention the orange people. I was like, why isn't he mentioning the orange people?
What are they?
Loompa, tout petit, tout. It's the Oompa Loompas from the classic. That's who the villains are. It's the Oompa Loompas. No, it's the people with this sort of super soldier serum that turns you into an orange person.
Right.
And you get like fire powers or something like that.
Okay.
And the villain is Guy Pearce. Who's like the Switch villain. They're talking about the Mandarin, I assume.
Right. Okay.
Who was played by Ben Kingsley, and everyone was really excited because the Mandarin's this big Marvel comic character, and Ben Kingsley's this fantastic actor. And the switch in the film is that Ben Kingsley isn't actually the Mandarin. He's just this guy. He's just a random man who's just hired to play the Mandarin by Guy Pearce's villain. I can't remember the name.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Right, so let's go on to this next review. This is a fun one. Okay. Gobsmackingly shite. Ross, have you seen The Greasy Strangler yet? Half a star. Would you like to say that again?
I don't know who Ross is.
This is entertaining on a number of levels for me. Okay, here are your options. Is it A, Ant-Man, B, Captain America the Winter Soldier, or C, Thor?
Right. Okay.
Now, I did check. The Greasy Strangler is a 2016 film, which isn't even the year that this film came out in. And I don't even know why they mentioned it. It's got nobody who was actually in this film.
No. I have a theory.
Right, what's the theory?
Still Jeopardy. What is Captain America and the Winter Soldier? That's my answer, but I'll explain.
Right, why are you going to go for the
I think by, what was it, Greasy what?
The Greasy Strangler.
Right. I don't think they're referencing a film. I think they're calling the Winter Soldier, as in one Greasy is in like hair, because he's got long hair, it's slicked, and the Strangler.
They're not referencing the 2016 horror comedy.
No,
called The Greasy Strangler.
I think they're calling the character a Greasy Strangler, not
right.
referencing the film.
Okay.
It could also be Thor, because Thor again, similar thing, long hair, but I believe Winter Soldier's is more like long and shiny and that sort of thing. So
we're going off hair, are we, on this one?
Yeah, exactly. So yes, what is the Winter Soldier, please?
Right, you're going to go B, Captain America, the Winter Soldier.
I am indeed.
And you're incorrect.
Oh,
you're
okay,
wrong.
never mind.
It was Thor, you were right.
Okay, but my theory could still be correct.
Here's another half a star review for another MCU film.
Mm-hmm.
Still don't know what happened in this movie, but I love Dennis Hopper. Is it A. Captain America: The First Avenger.
Right.
B. Captain Marvel. Or C. Guardians of the Galaxy.
Well, this person loves Dennis Hopper.
Dennis, who was in right? I checked this. Dennis Hopper is in no MCU film. So why did this person start talking about Dennis Hopper at the end of their half a star review?
I was gonna say, I was like, I don't seem to remember him being in one.
No, he's not. He's not in any. Still don't know what happened in this movie, but I love Dennis Hopper.
Maybe
Dennis Hopper.
Maybe it's like a joke. Maybe he looks like someone in the film, or
I don't think he does. I think this person just got confused.
I don't think it's Guardians of the Galaxy. Okay, here comes another one of my long lists of weird tangents that I try and figure stuff out.
Oh dear.
This might be a stretch, because I don't think it's even correct still. Dennis Hopper, well, he's an actor, but he's like from like the 60s. Potentially could be referencing kind of Captain America, because it's set in the past. I can't think of any other game shows. What do we do? A, final answer.
And you're going for A, Captain America: The First Avenger.
Final answer.
And that's another wrong answer, Corey. It was Captain Marvel. So I don't even know. Right,
yeah,
I don't
no
know
idea where that comes into it then.
They don't know what happened in the film, but they love Dennis Hopper. I mean, sure, I love Dennis Hopper, but what? You don't have to talk about him in your MCU film review. This is a good one. This is another half a star. It's pretty angry, so I'm going to have to sound like I'm angry. Okay. By far the most infuriating watch I ever had. My body is a Captain America hate club. Those of you who qualify are allowed to enter. This pussy is private property signed to Okoye and Mr. Anthony Stark. And remember, everyone, fuck Captain America.
I mean, I have an idea of what that is.
Is it A, Captain America: Civil War?
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of.
B, Avengers Endgame. Or C, Thor 2: The Dark World?
Okay, I don't think it's 4-2.
Right. Captain America is in that film, though.
He is. However, either it's Civil War, which was the first one that came to my head, because of the whole, are you on Captain America's side or are you on Iron Man's side? Or, now you mentioned Endgame, there's a small chance it could have been because of the whole Captain America and Iron Man sacrificing himself and America gets the hammer. But why would you wouldn't go, F Tony Stark because he sacrificed himself. No, you'd go F Tony Stark because he doesn't, he agrees that people should take their masks off and superheroes should be known and blah 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 blah, blah whatever happened in that film. I have seen it one actually, just again a while ago. So Civil War makes sense. So yeah, so it must, Civil War. I can't think of any other game shit. What else do people say?
The last line is in all caps, by the way.
Yeah.
Is in all caps. Fuck Captain America, which is pretty strong language.
Yeah, because all he does in Endgame is he does the thing, gets the hammer, goes back in time.
He's a saviour in Endgame.
Exactly, he goes back in time, becomes old, and then leaves.
He's the hero.
No, it says Civil War.
Civil War.
For
you got A, Captain America: Civil War.
£400.
Okay, and you've just lost £400.
Never mind. Okay.
Incorrect. It is Avengers Endgame.
Why would you not like Captain America Endgame?
I had no idea. No idea. It's a half-a-star review with a guy whose profile picture looks like some sort of screaming gerbil.
What did he do wrong? What did he do in Endgame?
I don't know. He doesn't do anything like bad or to warrant such hate.
No, because he's at the Avengers Tower at the start because Ant-Man turns up.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Hey, I'm Ant-Man. Remember me? I'm the guy that was really big." And then they recruit everyone, and then he gets a hammer and saves the day and becomes old. Maybe
he teams up with Dennis Hopper. Maybe that's what he does, and that's why you get so much hate. But this was good film, bad review. So our first episode of this. If we like it, if it's fun for you guys, we might make another one with some other films. This was obviously Marvel films. We're doing a sort of themed month of May. We might do a good film, bad review on that. So just let us know what you think of it. Bit of a shorter video, but
yeah,
you know what, we're open to feedback. Thank you for watching, listening, and whatever else you're doing. Watch some more, give it a like, give us a subscribe, and thank you very much. So this is goodbye from me, and goodbye from Corey.